Politics, let's get back to, well, we were on money, we'll stay on money. Two big money guys critical of President Trump. Goldman Sachs chief Lloyd Blankfein and billionaire hedge fund manager Ray Dalio. First, Blankfein, he tweeted this: "Wish the moon wasn't the only thing casting a shadow across the country. We got through one, we'll get through the other." Mixing politics and the eclipse right there. Ray Dalio said this in a LinkedIn post: "Politics will probably play a greater role in affecting markets than we've experienced any time before in our lifetimes, but in a manner that is broadly similar to 1937. I continue to closely watch how conflict is handled while tactically reducing our risk to it not being handled well." Come on in, Steve Cortes, money guy and Trump supporter. Look, they're both critical of President Trump. I'm reading below the radar here. They are critical of President Trump. Is Trump losing the world of money?
No, Stuart, I don't believe he is. Look, he may have lost the world of billionaire elites and CEOs, people who have had a wonderful time during this very slow economic expansion, but he's not losing the American worker, who's had, quite frankly, a dreadful time during this very slow economic expansion that's really been no expansion for them. So I think what we're seeing, unfortunately, Stuart, from a lot of CEOs is a real elitist condescension. And when they say things like a shadow is descending over the country, well, you know, I beg to differ. It's not dusk in America. It's morning in America right now. The economy is accelerating. That's not my opinion. That's the data. That's the earnings. Okay. Optimism is exploding in the land. The border is largely under control for the first time in decades. Gorsuch is on the court. Great things are happening. It's morning in America under the leadership of President Trump, even if some of the elites don't recognize that.
Okay, let me throw something else at you, which I think might be a negative. Mitch McConnell reportedly talking about tax reform being revenue neutral.
Right.
I don't like the sound of that because a revenue-neutral deal wouldn't stimulate the economy. What say you?
Stuart, I couldn't agree more. You know, listen, unfortunately, in middle age, I'm losing some hair. I don't need to be pulling my hair out because I hear statements like this from Mitch McConnell. Mitch McConnell, who, by the way, has an 18% approval rating in his home state of Kentucky, where President Trump has a 60% approval rating. So I think Mitch McConnell needs to get on board with the American people and realize that being penny wise but pound foolish when it comes to taxes is a major mistake, and a mistake which, frankly, this country cannot afford. When I hear revenue neutrality, you know, I want to scream back to them, it's our money. It's not your money. It doesn't have to be revenue neutral. What we need is stimulative policy, reduced regulations and reduced taxes so this economy can finally grow again the way it's capable of.
That's going to be the fight. You got it right. Steve Cortes, thanks for joining us as usual. And